Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Steve Tempesta with my good friend Jason Bergeron. We're here at Sullivan Arena here for a game between Bedford girls Bulldogs versus Memorial Central, Little Green, I guess, in the Central uniforms here. So, Jason, we had a really good game the other night. Let's recap that game from last week and the one that we had midweek. Currently, the girls are 2-0. We played a home game here. We really were successful against
Sauhegan.
Yeah, so that was a really good game. I think it was a 9-1 win. Tell me about the game on Wednesday.
Thursday.
Sorry.
So the girls on Thursday took on the same Manchester Central Memorial team at JFK, and they really came out strong early in the game. They really, they dominated zone possession, and they got a lot of shots on net. Really went up early, and never looked back. The final score was 11-4. Central did kind of turn on at the end. They scored a few goals, neutral zone turnovers, cost Bedford a few goals there, and but the team really played well again, and really exciting. There's some excitement building with this team now, 2-0 after 2 games, and they're playing well.
So it sounds like a really nice win. We had Cassidy really played well. Kendall Cassidy had a really big game. She had 5 goals. I mean, she's a presence on this team as a senior, as a captain. Tell me about her efforts.
Yeah, so, I mean, as a leader of this team, she really came out in that game, and she playing from the defensive side of the puck. We've always talked about this team being strong from the defensive side. She came out early in that game, made a few key rushes, and really put the puck in the net and set the tone for the rest of the team that game. That's what leaders do when they come out on the ice, and then she's definitely showing that this year.
Well, it's really we're fortunate as Bedford fans to have a player of her ability right now. And we have a freshman here, your daughter, Ashley Bergeron, who's really kind of surprising some teams will say. She's a pleasure to watch. She's a future of this team, her and Lauren Thomas for sure. Tell me about her game.
Yeah, Ashley on Thursday night came out and got a couple early. It was kind of a Kendall Ashley to start the first period there, and it was really fun to watch. She came out and again, just using her speed and her ability to kind of get into the zone and get good shots on net. And she had a buzzer beater right at the end of the first period,
exciting,
which is always exciting to see. But again, just having a good time with this team, and again, growing and learning. This is a new type of game for her.
Absolutely.
So she's learning as well as a freshman, and leaders like Kendall and Lauren are really leading the way for her as well.
Well, it's nice to have those three sort of the older with the younger and really melding together and really bringing this team to the forefront. So that's good. So let's talk a little bit about this game.
Yeah.
So here we are. We got 2 teams. Bedford's looking to go 3-0. The Central team's really trying to recap that. We can't sit back and say, oh, we beat these guys pretty good on Thursday night. But what's the key for Bedford today to continue their progress in this season?
Yeah, the key to the game for sure in a game like this is after a game that you've just beat a team really pretty handily on Thursday, you don't want to sit back and rest on that success. You really got to come out here and press. And, with that press, you got to come out and not overdo it, but really just kind of come out and play your game. And if you do that, you're going to find success. If you come out here and say, well, we beat this team 11-4, we all know what happens in those types of situations.
Oh, yes, we do.
Central will come out and put a few on the board early, and then you're going to be chasing. So it's going to be important for them to get out with a good jump and get an early lead.
Well, that's really the truth. I mean, that's key. You can't sit back and watch. I've seen the boys play for many years. I'm starting to capture some of the girls' games, so this is exciting for me, but I agree with you there. How about the keys from the other side? We got to think about this. How do we defend a Central team? Like, we're talking about not sitting back, but what's Central going to do? What are they going to bring to the table today?
Yeah, if I'm the coach of Central, I want to come out here and I want to put the pressure on early. I want to get the pucks in deep, and I want to get some zone time. I think early in the game, Bedford really took it to Central and got some zone pressure and really kind of just controlled the play and controlled the puck. Today, I think it's going to be very important for Central to get out early, get the puck in the zone, and then try to make some plays and get some shots on Amanda Ducharme. That's our goalie tonight, our starting goalie. Amanda has played phenomenal through the first 2 games, but Central, she was tested quite a bit more than she was against Sauhegan. Made some really good saves early in that game, and really saved the early kind of onslaught that Central came out with. And then, started to build on that and ultimately won the game going 2-0 now. So that's great.
Well, from the Central side, if I'm thinking I'm on the other side, we're coaching that game, you and I, we're talking about putting pressure on, winning that neutral zone and getting pucks deep, as you mentioned. Bedford, that game that we watched here at Sullivan Arena last weekend, they really controlled that neutral zone. It's a key factor that one of their strengths I see from the early parts of the season is that neutral zone play and be able to see the player across the ice that's open. How were they on Thursday night in that aspect? Were they controlling that neutral zone, or were they struggling? And was Central able to sort of penetrate that neutral zone force?
Yeah, I think Bedford really did well in the neutral zone. One of the things we have to take into account here is JFK Arena has a very small neutral zone compared to what St. Anselm's has here. So it's a little bit different at a game like, at JFK, where that neutral zone is tight. You get over that kind of red line, you get the puck in deep, and there's not a lot of room to make plays there. Here, there's a lot more space. So if you do have neutral zone turnovers here, it's going to be important for you to kind of capture, your momentum and make sure that you can get the puck into the zone that you're looking to do. Either team, really.
So a couple key things that sometimes we forget, because we play the game. You grew up playing the game. You played a long time, and what do we mean by neutral zone? So neutral zone is that play between the two blue lines. So it includes that center ice circle. So between the two blue lines, you can control that. Really, it's really being able to control a lot of that game, because the other team can't bring the puck into your zones where you're playing defense. And if you can get it, and we talk about getting pucks deep, what does that mean? Getting pucks deep means getting the puck below the goal line, behind the goalie. So these are the keys, I think, that will really benefit this young Bedford team with, working on. They're going to play some fierce competition. Who do they have next?
So
after today, what are we looking forward to in the next couple of days?
Yeah, after this, they got 2 games against Keene. So there's going to be a home and an away game against Keene. Don't know much about them. I'm not sure if Keene has actually had a game thus far. So it's going to be interesting to see when they're going to be coming here. I think we're going there first, and then they're going to come here. So it's going to be interesting to see another team. But thus far, Central and Sauhegan have been good competitors. They come out, they play good, clean games. And Bedford has just, had just a little bit more talent on the ice each time.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to it. We're 3 minutes away from the start of this game. Both teams continue just through their warm-ups, get a little loose. Coaches are still eyeballing each other, making sure they have all their plays and ready to go. So it should be a good game. I'm excited for an afternoon matinee game here, 4:30 start at Sullivan Arena. It's great. I'm looking forward to it. What else can you tell us about this season? I mean, looking down the road, they have Keene coming up. Some of the stronger teams are Pinkerton that we have to worry about.
Yeah.
Are the Bulldogs going to be playing a Hanover or Lebanon or some of the other Exeter teams like that?
Yeah, so I just actually talked to Corey Parker a little bit more about the schedule and the way the schedule is set up. So the way they did it is they did 3 different tiers, and they set it up so that, in each of those tiers, in each of those divisions, those teams will play each other in home and away series, so they get to the 12-game number. So right now on our schedule, we have, Manchester Central, we have Sauhegan, we have Pinkerton, and then we have the Keene team, and then, of course, Berlin, but that game got canceled. So, I think those are the teams we're going to face now. And then the way the tournament's going to shake out is, still to be determined at this point. So if this team continues to do well in this division, from there, kind of you'll start to play other teams and kind of build on that momentum.
Well, that sounds like a reasonable solution to what's going on here in the world. And I'm glad that, NHIA was able to sort of come to that conclusion. So it's nice keeping the teams here, a little less travel.
Yeah.
So that's good. The big team they're going to face down the road will be Pinkerton. That's going to be a big matchup, but they're a little ways off. We got to focus on this game today. So it's important to sort of get through these little steps along the way. But
yeah. One of the other changes here, too, coming up in the season is that St. A's is going to be actually taking their ice out here. So our home arena is going to change. I think we're still waiting on kind of figuring that out. Kind of what's going to happen next year, but that's going to be a big change for this team too.
Hopefully we'll find a place where you and I can still do the games.
We're going to need a spot to do our games for sure. But this team will adjust that. We'll go to a different practice facility, and they'll have a different home arena. But these girls are used to that. They go to different arenas all the time as they play through. As they play through, ice is different. Like we said, the neutral zone at JFK is smaller than the neutral zone here at St. A's. But they'll adjust to those things, and there'll be a change coming up as well for them.
Well, fortunately, the city of Manchester is willing to really lend a hand to all the kids and all the teams. So I'm sure they'll figure it out. There are a bunch of smart people working on this. So we're about 40 seconds away. We're gonna forego the national anthem today. Unfortunately, I say that with disdain because I'd like to hear it. Usually they bring a student in to sing, but the PA system is not working. Unfortunately, we're not going to announce starters. So Jason and I will go ahead and give you an idea of who the starters are going to be once they hit the ice. And we'll go ahead and get going and call this game. And we're looking forward to a really good, really clean matchup today between these two teams. So we're looking forward to a really good game today and trying to keep you folks informed. Any questions, please just text Jason. Everybody's got his phone number, so please go right ahead.
I'll get my cell phone ready.
All right, so buzzer sounded. We're getting teams ready. They were getting all excited. These kids will line up ready for something here. But we're just going to go to the benches, get a last little pep talk from our coach.
They're so prepared, right? Every game is different. At JFK the other day, they went to the goal lines and they called out the starting lineups and the starting goalie. And then today, of course, the PA system here at St. A's is just not working, unfortunately. So they don't get that experience. But that's okay. Coach Fifield now, has the team huddled up and is giving them some final thoughts on how to start this game. And, we'll see the drop of the puck here in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really important, as we talked about earlier. The next thing right now is to go. I mean, I'm listening, not listening, but I can certainly hear the Glenn's words from here in my head, knowing him for a long time. He's talking about pressuring the goalie, getting pucks deep, and it's simplifying that game to make it a little bit easier for these kids. Try to take some of that thinking out of the game and just play hockey. Allow these young ladies to just get out there and play. It's a game that many of them have been playing for years and years. So here we go. Taking the first face-off here is Lauren Thomas. Taking it against Ava Demers, Central senior. Central has a couple of seniors on this team. They have far more seniors than the Bulldogs.
That's a nice save right early on there. Fortunately, the goalie's jersey is number 33, and that number is not on our roster, so I'm not sure the goalie's name. For Central, that is.
We'll bring that to you hopefully in a few moments. But here we go. Bulldogs in the corner. Lauren Thomas with it, looking for D, passing it back, taking a shot, blocked, deflected wide. Bedford really controlling the puck in the play in the early moments of this game with a quick shot on net. Lauren Thomas swooping by, picking up the loose puck, pass out front. Beautiful shot, redirected just wide of the goalie by the defender. Rimming that puck around the boards, kept in at the blue line by number 15, Karen Grenier. Pass out front, beautiful feed across the pass. What a pass right there. Could not quite make that play. Lauren Thomas really just picked her head up and made a beautiful pass, seeing her teammate coming in that far post.
Yeah, Kendall Joyce just missed an opportunity there to score a goal. And it was a great pass by Lauren, as you said.
Well, the Bulldogs continue to control the play. Central finally getting the puck out of the zone. Delayed icing. They wave it off, so puck gets deep. And
Bedford making a change now.
Grenier around. Loose puck. Bunch of players at the door. They weren't quite sure what to do right there. Puck gets deep into the zone.
And we have an icing.
They call an icing. So first impressions of that, Jason. First couple minutes of that game, I mean, we're minute and a half into this period, the Bulldogs kept that puck in the zone the whole time.
They really did. And I think Coach Fifield has been stressing to kind of move that puck around and opening up the game. And what you saw there was, Kendall Joyce and Lauren Thomas really making a couple of great passes. And Bree had a great opportunity to score as well in that shift. So, pressure and moving the puck is key.
Well, Kendall Cassidy really rimming that puck around off the wall, packing it deep. Couldn't quite catch Bergeron there. She carries it in, Cassidy that is, around the bottom of the circle, looking for a shot on net. Gets taken out. And the loose puck picked up by Bedford. Still getting it. Here comes Ashley. Couldn't quite collect that pass as loose puck just got deflected away. Bergeron picking up the loose puck in the neutral zone. Getting it in just over the blue line and out of the zone, out of harm's way by Central. Again, Bedford collecting that puck, really stifling that D right there, keeping the puck in and winning those battles in the neutral zone. Bergeron with a nice hustle play, picking up that puck and keeping that puck almost in. And here comes Central over the blue line, winding up for the slap shot, but deflected. Central player falls, and here comes Thomas with the puck on a break. Makes a move. Couldn't quite catch the puck on her own stick there and lost it as she was trying to make a shot right there.
That was a really good play by Kayla McGarvey of Central. She just got enough of Lauren's stick just to deflect it and impede her shot.
Central on a 2-on-1 and a beautiful back check to really break up that play. Boy, oh boy, Jason, I wish these girls wouldn't tuck their shirts in. I can't read that number.
That is tough to see, but that was Abigail Widener with a great back check and a great play there.
Well,
break that play up. Corianne Hogue was coming in and tried to get a shot off, and again, they just a little stick lift is all you need. It takes sometimes to disrupt that shot.
Well, that was a nice play defensively. Really, back checking is an aspect of the game that is really hard to teach, and Bedford has too many players on the ice right now. They have 6.
They do have 6 on the ice, and the referee's job before that puck drops is to make sure that they have the right number of players. So they should not be called for too many men on the ice.
They still have 6. Nope, now they have 5. Okay. That was a very polite response by the referee who watched the player skate right by him. Oh, gosh. But she at no point was ever in the play. So beautiful outlet pass right there. Going on a break right now. Going to take a quick shot. Joyce, beautiful shot. I'll tell you what, she lined that up, really took a shot, tried to go top shelf, but the goalie didn't go down. Made
What
a
a
nice glove
stretch
save.
pass there, too, by Lauren Thomas. Lauren Thomas stretched that pass out right through the neutral zone to the far side and hit Kendall right on the tape.
Beautiful play. So here, taking the face-off right now. Bulldogs win it towards the net, but not a successful shot. Keeping that puck is Kendall Cassidy, looking for a player. Takes a shot right to the crest of that jersey. Beautiful shot, nice and hard.
Again, you can see Kendall really taking advantage of this opportunity to pinch in on the blue line and then rush in and take some shots, and that's going to find success. We do have 6 again on the ice. So
well, a little confusion by the Bedford Bulldogs here, having more than 5 players at a few times. So they got to clean that up a little bit. I think they'll be okay. Deflected pass, almost caught the stick right there of a Bedford player. Couldn't quite catch it. Bergeron tried to bring that back out front. Goaltender really paddled down, made a nice save. Pass across, looking for players. Really, what I like in this sequence at the moment, it's hard to see with these jerseys just all tucked in. The girls are picking their heads up and looking for an open teammate.
Yeah, they really are. They're really playing a team game, and again, I think coach has been stressing quite a bit to just spread out the puck and play that team game. It's really hard to outskate a pass, right? We all know that. A pass is going to beat the skater all the time. So if you can move that puck around successfully, you're going to find success as a unit.
Absolutely. Well, changing forces by both teams as they come to the face-off. To our left here, Central in green, Bedford in white as the home team. 10:39 remaining in the first period. 0-0 score here at Sullivan Arena, campus of St. Anselm's College. Shot from the point, deflected wide. Bedford picks up the puck. Lauren Thomas was really going to come right around out front and take a nice shot, but just couldn't collect that puck. Bulldogs again tough at the neutral zone at red line. Here we go. Beautiful play right now.
Well done. Cami Grenier with a great defensive play. Just stayed in front of the shooter. Nice save.
What a beautiful stop right there by our goaltender.
Amanda Ducharme just played that perfectly. That player was left in front of the net with no defensive coverage after Cami Grenier made a play in the corner, and that save by Amanda was just spectacular.
That was a beautiful pass right there. Corianne Hogue with a nice feed out front to her teammate, standing in front of the net, in front between the two hash marks, wide open. The Bulldogs can't escape. That can't escape their vision. They need to cover defensively there. Here comes Cassidy, bringing that puck out. Long skate, long run through the neutral zone. Shot on net. Glove save. Beautiful glove save. This young lady in net 33, I wish we knew exactly who that was.
Yeah, this could be...
This could be Blow?
No, I think it's, Blow. Tag Blow. Lily Tag Blow. On the roster, she's listed as a forward and a goalie. She wore number 12 the other day. I do remember her scoring a goal in that game. So she may be playing net today.
Well, little scrum here at the face-off dot. Bedford picks up the puck, passes it back to the D. D keeping it in to the far corner. Into the corner goes Lauren Thomas, battling in the corner with a central player. Out from the corner with the puck, looking for a shot on net. Another beautiful save. Beautiful shot right there by number 6, Kendall Joyce.
Kendall Joyce has really put some pucks on the net today. She's probably already has 2 or 3 shots on net, and they've all been solid. This goaltender has just made some really good saves too.
A really nice play. I agree. This goalie is really, really good. She is keeping them in the game. I believe you're right, though, Jason. This is Lily Blow. Until otherwise told, I think we're going to go with that.
We're going to have to go with that. I do see number 30 on the bench for Central. So I do believe that this is Lily.
Daniela Poor as a skater today?
I think she's on the she's dressed as a goalie today.
Okay.
So they might be dressing 2 goalies.
2 goalies today. Gotcha. Ashley Bergeron with a big win, changing the whole direction of that play. Loose puck, kept in. Keep that puck in deep. That's the easiest play right there by a defenseman. Just get that puck to the goal line and allow her teammates to go after it. Could be a breakaway here. Loose puck. Nice play defensively. I thought the player for Central was going to pick up that loose puck and go in alone, but Widener with a nice play. As we call her Wides, is that her nickname?
Her nickname is Wides. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna try to go with nicknames today as best we can. So we're gonna get a long icing call, face off to the right of the goaltender here from Bedford.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where you come around the net. Ashley Bergeron came around the net and tried to make a breakout pass, and that pass just didn't connect. And in those cases, sometimes you get one of those icing calls.
Well, this game continued to be 0-0. Really a nail-biter right here in the first few minutes of the first period. So 8:50 remaining, about halfway, not quite halfway through. Here comes Bergeron. Going around the defender, really with separation speed right there. Shot on net, loses her balance, takes out the net. Net's off. We're going to get a probably face-off outside the zone. She's okay. She popped right up. But, boy, that was really explosive speed right off the face-off, splitting the D and then just making her way to the net. In a situation like that, this goalie read that play. She's not a big up-and-down goalie. She's really standing up tall. This is an opportunity where Glenn's going to talk to these players and talk about making a move as opposed to taking a shot.
Yeah, exactly. You want to get into that situation when she's playing aggressive like that. She came really far out above their crease. And in those situations, if you can make a move, you might be able to go right around her because she isn't going down, to your point.
And this is just a simple adjustment. Coach talks to them, the girls respond, and the next time they're going to have another opportunity like that in this game. Here comes Corianne Hogue on a break, taking a shot from the distance. Another beautiful defensive play right there. Number 4, Lauren Thomas, back checking the whole way. Looking to make a pass out front. What a feed. Just couldn't connect with her teammate right there. Number 23 from Central, Megan Wade.
Now, that's a definitely an experienced goaltending play right there by Lily Tag Blow. She just came out of the net on a puck that was not going to be an icing and then played that puck up to the far blue line.
Beautiful, nifty move right there by Lauren Thomas as she just dances around the 2 sets of D. Another shot up high off the crossbar. Boy, she had her right there. It is going to be a challenge for the Bulldogs to beat this goalie today. We're going to have to make a little bit of something happen. They're all over him, but just can't get it past her.
Yeah, she saved a lot of shots here thus far, and there's not a lot of rebounds, right? There's good rebound control in her game as well. So, the Bulldogs are going to have to get their opportunities and bury one.
Bergeron again, picking the puck up below the circles. Oh, we're on a 2-on-1. She's looking for a teammate. Oh, just wide. A beautiful pass, but loose puck. Continue to be loose. The Bulldogs are all over this puck, but just cannot find the back of the net right there. Another pass. Bergeron coming in hard, fighting for the puck. Boy, they had 3 forwards swarming that net and had chance after chance. Lily Blow coming up again strong with another save.
Kendall Joyce had a few opportunities there. Ashley and Juliana Mastro de Caso, this is her first game back. Just had a 2-on-1, executed it nearly perfectly, and just Lily came up with a great save again.
Can't say enough about her ability right at the moment. But you know what? The Bulldogs keep knocking on the door. Eventually, someone's going to let them in. So let's keep fighting here, Bulldogs, as they rim the puck around. Pass gets deflected back to the D. Pushed forward. Loose puck shot again on net.
Good shot by Master de Casa there.
She's a good young player. Bergeron picking that puck up. Just kind of losing it. A little bit of, just lost that puck a little bit, and it just scoots away from her. Backhand shot. Beautiful save, a leg save again by Lily and net. Loose puck picked up by Hall. Hall wheeling, looking for a player and a teammate. Backhander, shot on net, covered up by the goalie. We're going to have a face-off in the zone again. Bulldogs again swarming. It was all pressure, forechecking, and making it difficult for Central to get that puck out of the zone.
They are just controlling. They're in the offensive zone all this period right now, and then that shift was probably a minute and a half of just pure pressure, and Lily has stood up to each shot thus far. So
D to D over to Cassidy. Cassidy looking to take a slapper from the point, deflected wide. Loose a puck. Lauren Thomas, a nice nifty little move, looking for her teammate. Shot on net, picks up the rebound. That was an opportunity here where she wasn't being selfish, but she had a pass to make right there to Cassidy as Cassidy drifted into the zone. She had an opportunity to really make it difficult for the goalie movement. We're going to really make this goalie move. That's the key to maybe an opportunity for a goal.
Yeah, I mean, coming in, she's going to handle that shot that she can see. So if you can make the goalie move left to right or right to left with a pass, that's going to be an important part of this game as it goes forward.
Well, we're going to get a quick change on the offensive side here. A couple wingers being changed. Onto the ice, number 27, Gabrielle Cotnoir. Lauren Thomas trying to go up top again. Can't quite get it. Sorry, that wasn't Thomas. That was
Kendall Joyce.
Kendall Joyce again. Boy, we're hearing her name a lot today.
We are, yeah. That's usually a sign that you get a lot of opportunities and the puck's on net. So another great save there. Kendall Cassidy with a shot on net, a rebound. There's just no rebound there for Lauren Thomas to hit home.
Well, I mean, the key right now for Central is to really fight for the puck and get pucks out of the zone. They're having such a difficult time because the Bedford Bulldogs are just skating and winning battles each and every chance. Again, another battle for a puck, another battle won by the Bulldogs. Again, another shot on net.
And no rebound.
So, I mean, she's doing everything she can in net. She's covering pucks up and slowing the play down, and it's frustrating. I have to imagine as a player from Bedford, you're getting frustrated.
Yeah, especially after the first couple of games that you've had, right? You've been able to put the puck in the net almost not at will, but they've worked hard to get some of their goals. But in this situation, they're working really hard. They've gotten tons of shots on net, and the goalie is just making the plays.
Well, kept in at the point by the Bulldogs again. Sent in deep. Bergeron behind the net, looking for somebody out front. Fires a pass, nobody there. And again, finally Central with the puck escaping the zone. Bulldogs back on it. Out. Nice chip pass off the wall. Looking for a breakout. Forward breaking pass right there. Couldn't quite handle it, Bergeron. A broken play, looking up. Bergeron making a pass out front. Another play by Lily Blow in net. Boy, she is really, really strong today. It's going to be a challenge to get one past her. We have 4:40 left in the first period. Still 0-0.
This is one of those games where you just wish you had a shot counter here because it feels like there's 25 shots on net here for Bedford.
Yeah, I think it's a definite advantage on the shots for sure. Cassidy picking up the loose puck on the right side here, coming in. Deflected and knocked away by number 11. Really nice play by Emma Favorite. Shot wide, glove save. Boy, this goaltender is really smooth. She's not at all threatened by the high shot, where last week I think we watched that game and that goalie was going down. I think some of these shots might have gone in.
Yeah.
But this game here, she's really strong, really poised in net, and doesn't seem to be flustered by anything around her.
And that could come with her age too. She's a junior player. She's been around. She's seen a lot of shots. Obviously played a lot of goalie, in her lifetime here. So this type of game, she's seen this before. And as a goaltender, you have to stay even keel throughout these games.
Cassidy with a pass back, beautiful shot off the blocker, wide of the net. Cassidy made a beautiful play there in the defensive zone and then carried it through the neutral zone and looked for a teammate for a pass.
Got a break.
Corianne Hogue with a nice little chip pass out. Here comes number 6 on a break, looking for a shot on net, just wide. Beautiful save by the Bedford goalie.
Amanda Ducharme with a great save there. She came out, challenged the shooter, and made a great save.
On another pass, looking across. Cassidy to Thomas. There we go with a nice little move, but couldn't quite get it past Lily Blow again. Deflected out front, and another pass. Well, I like what Central is doing right now. I like what their game is being played. They're chipping pucks off the wall, so it's making it difficult for Bedford to keep pucks in. So that's the adjustments they're making. Bedford's decided, maybe the adjustments they're making are rather than just firing the puck up the wall or firing the pass, let the defenders carry the puck a little bit and then make plays as they enter the zone. So both teams making adjustments in a 0-0 game. I like it. Coaches are really earning their keep today for sure.
That's for sure, yeah. And I think you saw there, Lauren Thomas came in on the breakaway that time and then tried to make the move around the goaltender, and Lily stood up to the challenge again. But they are starting to make some adjustments, it seems, on the Bedford side as well.
Very nice play by the defender at the blue line. And Bergeron really coming in and keeping that puck in. Picking up the loose puck behind the net. Bedford player gets knocked down. Pass, beautiful shot, and in the net. Beautiful pass out front. I think that was Joyce right there.
Kendall Joyce. That was bound to happen. Kendall's had many opportunities in this game already, and that one there was a pass. Ashley Bergeron picked up the puck, went around the net, head up. Kendall Joyce was sitting right in the slot and fired it home. Great shot.
What we're seeing is a little bit more discipline from the Bulldogs, where they're in good position, maybe be able to make those passes from behind the net and a nice feed out front. But the keys is you don't have to just stand there. You actually got to get that pass too. Beautiful save right there by our goaltender. Off the shoulder, deflects to the forward, and she bangs it home to tie the score. We're 1-1. Boy, that was a quick goal, Jason. That was probably 15 seconds off the faceoff right down. Kind of a sloppy defensive play.
Looks like that was Larissa Bonassa from Corianne Hogue. Looks like number 10 scored that goal.
Hogue took that shot, went off the shoulder. Beautiful save, and it just deflected right down to the forward from Central. Here comes another play. Bedford into the zone. Beautiful shot and a goal. Boy, we're going down end to end, Jason, right here. Beautiful shot off the face-off. Trying to make out who that was. One of the wingers. I believe that was Grenier.
It's like,
yep, Greiner, 15.
no,
No,
that was Crystal Hall, number 13.
My apologies, 13. Crystal Hall. But that was a really nice shot, short side, off the post, off the pad, kind of squeaked through the goalie. She had a teammate with her, but the teammate was being covered, so there was really no opportunity for a pass, so she made a good choice taking that shot.
We're going to go on the power play here. That was on number 7, Grace Demers tripped Ashley Bergeron as she entered the zone. And Ashley got up, actually, in the delayed penalty state, made a pass to Kendall Cassidy, and Kendall got a great shot on that and a good opportunity there to score, but really stood the challenge.
Well, we had an opportunity last week, Jason, to watch a power play from the Bulldogs. They were up big, so I don't know the situation there, but we're going to see a power play here where we're up 2-1. I wasn't impressed with their power play last week as we watched it. So let's see how what they've made some adjustments this week at practice, see if they've done anything different.
Yeah, on the power play here, you're definitely looking to get the puck to the sidewall and then try to make a play either to the point or down low and work the puck into a triangle. Really trying to isolate and make 2-on-1s, mini 2-on-1 situations happen on a power play.
Well, Corianne Hogue really controlled the puck right there and carried the puck all the way down to the Bulldog end, able to get a shot off. Bulldogs tall to the task, but we're going to get an icing call here as the puck goes all the way down the goal line. Bulldogs need to control that puck a little bit better. They had an opportunity to just slow the play down, skate the puck up from a defensive portion of it, and force a defender to play them and then move that puck as opposed to just firing that pass off at will.
Yeah, and that's the key to a power play, right? You have one less player on the ice on the opposing team, so you're really trying to isolate and create these mini 2-on-1s. So if you can get the puck to a spot, usually the sidewall or maybe down low, you can really kind of start to see, the ice open up there.
Nice play by Cassidy. She uses the net to really separate herself from a defender. Shot on net. Couldn't quite squeak it under that arm of Lily Blow. Shot wide. Deflected wide. Cassidy still working for that puck behind, looking for the forward teammate. Defender, pass to the D. D to D pass, looking for a shot. Bergeron, just wide. Coming out front. Oh, she almost had an opportunity to stuff that one in.
Lively board there. The rebound almost came right out in front.
That was Master DaCasa right there. Into the corner, number 9, Sabrina Tipping. Keeping the puck in, Ashley Bergeron, she had switched places as the defender had stepped in. Very nice, smart play. Cassidy keeping that puck in off, keeping it with her foot. Nicely done. On the half wall, looking for someone to pass it to. Really pressuring her right now is Corianne Hogue as she falls. Cassidy is just too strong. Shot on net. Glove not quite stopped, but covered up and nicely done. You got 19 seconds left here in the power play, but only 13.7 seconds is remaining in the first period.
In those situations when you're on the power play, Kendall Cassidy was down there and working really hard. It's very important for the rest of the players not to get caught watching, right? You want to be moving your feet and trying to get yourself into a position to get a pass from her. And in that situation, I saw the other players on the Bedford team just kind of watching Kendall a little bit. You got to move around. You got to get to the open ice to get that pass and then get that shot.
Well, sometimes she's fun to watch. It's just hard when you're actually in the game, and you shouldn't be doing that.
You shouldn't be doing that. That's correct.
Shouldn't be doing that. I mean, I'm enjoying watching her play, but I don't know if her teammates should be doing that while they're on the ice with her. Beautiful shot just over the net, and that puck's going to run around. We're going to have the end of the first period. So here we are at the end of the first period. Bedford will go into the second period with 5 seconds of a power play, so not a lot of time. But it's 2-1 with a 2-1 lead. So let's have a little chat here for a little bit, chat a little bit about the game. And so how do we do in that first period, Jason? Who do we have? You've marked down the goals, or who scored?
Yeah, so I marked down the goals. So Bedford opened up the scoring with a goal by Kendall Joyce. And then from there, quickly after that, I mean, almost I couldn't even make my note. Larissa Bonassa from Central kind of came down and scored a quick goal on Amanda. So that made it 1-1. And then later in that period, Crystal Hall scored the second goal of the game. And that was just a pass to the slot and a nice shot on net. So we talked a lot about this goal. This goaltender for Central has really made a lot of big saves early on. And it's going to be important for the Bedford team to keep moving that puck and make her move left to right through that crease, because she's going to stand up to every shot that she can see. It's going to be important to make her move.
Well, you see her from a posture standpoint as a goalie. You were a forward, so you understand that goaltender. My son was a goalie, so I understand the aspect of staying up and being tall and making herself big so she covers more of that net. So as a forward, you're coming in and you just don't see all those spots as much as you do on some of the younger, tinier goalies.
Right.
She just carries herself and makes herself much bigger. Therefore, it makes it a little harder to quickly see that spot and quickly make that shot.
Yeah,
so
she's
really
played a lot of goaltending.
She
she's
sure has.
played a lot of goalie in her life, and you can see that. This is the most experienced goaltender that they've faced thus far, our Bedford team has faced. So it's going to be important, again, for them to just keep that pressure on. There's nothing, what they're doing, change nothing. Right, they're getting plenty of pressure on this goaltender. We got to just limit our turnovers, and odd man rushes down the ice. But otherwise, change nothing. Get more shots on this goaltender. Get the rebounds, and eventually, if you see 100 shots in a game, you're going to get tired.
So I sort of look at that period as three different periods within that one. That first 6 or 7, 8 minutes of that first period where it was back and forth, chance after chance, but the Bulldogs weren't successful in scoring a goal. And then that sequence of the 3 goals scored within a moment of time, and then the end of that period.
Yeah.
So let's talk about those 3 sequences. That first part of that game, boy, Bedford really dominated play.
They did. I think when they came out in this game, they again, coming off of Thursday's game, you have an expectation. So you come out and you're just ready to go and put pressure on. And when they started putting pressure on, they really just started putting pressure on without success. And that's something they haven't sensed this year. So as they put that pressure on and weren't able to score the goals, I think not frustration set in, but they have to make adjustments now. And now they're starting to think the game a little bit differently than they did when they came in.
So from a coaching standpoint, I think about what's Glenn talking about, and that frustration is set in, if I'm standing on the bench with these young ladies and we're talking about, don't get frustrated, keep doing what you're doing. You guys are all playing well. Positionally, they were solid. Offensively, forechecking, they were solid. They really were doing everything correct. They just weren't having the success of putting the puck in the net. And they were playing a good goaltender here. But, through the time, working through that time, then they had the next set of series where they scored that first goal, sort of cracked in the armor, and they quickly scored.
Yeah.
So that was really a beautiful play.
And that's the important thing, right? Is don't give up in these situations. When you're used to scoring these goals and you have to start making adjustments, you just make those adjustments, but you keep that pressure on. And that's what they're doing for sure. And that confidence with that goal will come more confidence and then more of an understanding of what Coach Fifield has been actually talking about quite a bit. And that is opening up the ice and getting shots to the net that have more of a chance to score on a goaltender that's going to make a save.
Well, we saw that, for sure with them opening up the ice. There was the cross ice pass that sent Thomas in on a breakaway. It really just allows in the offensive zone, off the half wall pass to in front of the net, behind the net, looking for the key players out front, really spreading out the ice. What that does, it makes it difficult for the opponent to defend. And you saw that when our Bedford players were wide open and with beautiful passes, and they were given an opportunity to take shots.
Yeah.
So that's really the key, is to force the D to cover someone. And when they choose the wrong person, a mistake is made, and that person, someone's going to be open for sure.
Yeah, if I'm the Central coach now, I'm saying that was a good period. Coming off that game on Thursday night, that was a good, strong period by Central. They really put the effort in, and they're in this game, right? And Lily, the goalie for Central, is really keeping them in this game to start. So it's important to kind of keep that momentum going as a Central coach. If I'm Coach Fifield right now, I'm talking to the Bedford team and telling them, don't change anything, keep going, putting that pressure on, getting shots at this goaltender. This goaltender is good, right? And this goaltender is going to make a lot of big saves. So you got to get out there and really keep pressuring.
Well, so what we saw from the Central side of things is a solid goaltending and a really strong offensive presence from Corianne Hogue. And the Bulldogs are going to have to deal with that. Fortunately, they have a few players that can compete and be competitive with her. But boy, if she's out there in the wrong matchup, she might be able to just scoot past folks and get shots on net. She had the assist on the first goal. After Bedford had scored, Central goes down and scores almost immediately. 15 seconds later. And it was really a play driven by Corianne Hogue. And she's a presence on the ice for Central.
She really is, yeah. She's been playing for a long time. She's actually a really solid goaltender as well. So she's a player that can do both goaltending and be a presence on the ice as a forward. In the game on Thursday night, she was also a presence, and she scored 2 of their 4 goals, or 2 of their 3 goals, I should say, and or 4 goals. And she was just she carries herself. She knows the game. She's gonna lift up other players on the ice when she's out there. That's the important part of being a center and a strong player.
Well, it's a player that Bedford's going to have to sort of game plan a little bit about. I think, having that conversation on the bench was, hey, she was out there and we allowed her to get the puck and then allowed her to carry the play and allowed her to take that shot. I think as the centers, both Lauren and Ashley really have to know where she is on the ice, because she's the one that's going to hurt us offensively, right? From a standpoint of how do we defend. So you have to know where she is on the ice. And if she is breakaway speed, which she does, the defenders really have to know where she is too. And, Cassidy can't be on the ice every single shift. So they're going to have to understand where she is on the ice to make sure it sort of neutralize her strength. That is something. And then when she's near them, make that pass to another teammate to send our teammates on the way. So she can't defend on the ice all the time either.
Yeah. There's no doubt. And as a center, you mentioned the centers, Lauren and Ashley, really, when she's on the ice taking a faceoff against Corianne, they have to really lock her up on the faceoff, right? So you have to really prevent, especially in the neutral zone, if there's a faceoff there, you really have to prevent Corianne from winning that puck forward and then jumping quickly onto the defenseman. And that's something very, very important as a center that you have to pick up on. So those experienced players really do pick up on those things.
So it's a really good point. So tell me, Jason, in your experience, as I think you're a winger, but you understand the game. So as a center, what does that truly mean? Locking up the opponent. I lose the faceoff or I win the faceoff. How do I lock up that player?
Yeah, so it's an important part of the game. As faceoffs, there's many faceoffs in every single hockey game, and those faceoffs mean something. If you're in the offensive zone and you're trying to win a draw back, you turn and you kind of use your body to try to get that puck back to your defenseman to get a shot. In the neutral zone, it's very important when that puck drops that you make sure that the puck can go wherever it goes. You want to try to win that faceoff, but you want to make sure that the player you're facing off against doesn't go with the puck. So, it's very important to just kind of put your body in a position where you may or may not win the faceoff, but you definitely don't want to lose the body positioning on that faceoff. Well, and defensive zone is a whole nother, that's a whole nother situation where you really want to protect from a shot on net. You want to try to win that draw back to your defenseman again. But you definitely don't want, a center that has the skill of Corianne Hogue to get loose.
Well, that was the exact play that Corianne managed to do in that second half of that first period, where she won the faceoff, but got the puck and then skated through the defenders and really had an opportunity. That was just we're not putting someone on notice at center ice. I don't even know who took the faceoff, but it was really one of those things as simple as just locking that player up. It maybe not prevent the goal, but it might have slowed her down a little bit and allowed some teammates to help and get back. It's simple aspects of the game. It's those little parts and nuances of a hockey game that not everybody's really thinking about. And so it's interesting that we're just chatting about a simple aspect of this game, a center ice faceoff that led to a goal.
Yep.
So it's really important.
And really every faceoff, you have your role on a faceoff. No matter what that, where you are on the ice, you have a role. And in those situations, as a winger, you're also locking up. You don't want that puck to get chipped, and you don't want that person to beat you. So you always have your job and your responsibility on the ice in every facet of the game. Faceoffs are just a huge part of every single game. And in a game like this, where you got a good center on the central side, you really got to make sure you're paying attention.
Well, then we went to that third section of that first period, where again Bedford started to control the play, that settled it down. Now we have that 2-1 lead. We scored that second goal to really come back. 2-1 lead, and they really controlled the play, and it led to a power play, which we still have here with five additional seconds going into that second period. But it was really a play of forechecking and speed, and it led to a mistake by a defender. So the tale of the three within that period, right? The three sections of that period. So.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of penalties, or we haven't seen a lot of penalties thus far in the first three games, or first two games in a period so far. But so far, when Bedford's had the opportunity, I really think that we're still needing to work on kind of spreading out, settling it down. In those situations when you're up 5-4, 5-on-4, or 5-on-3, you really have so much more time and space to utilize, and it's important for the players to recognize it's okay to settle down, make some plays, make sure you keep moving the puck, and then all of a sudden you get a good quality shot on net, and that's where a good power play starts clicking well.
Well, we have a couple more minutes here as we let the ice settle and kind of harden back up. They should just open the doors here and let the cold air from outside come in. It'll harden up this ice really quickly. But both teams are getting a little last second pep talks here. Both teams are strapping on helmets and getting ready. just about 2 minutes left. Key to the next period, Jason. What are your thoughts? Both teams.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at in this situation here at St. A's right now. The locker room or the dressing areas are in the open, and just looking down at both teams, it looks like both teams are getting their second period instructions from their coaches. But looking over at the Manchester Central side, it looks as though number 12 Lily Blow, the goalie, is going to come out this period and be a skater. And I believe the goalie that is on the roster, Daniela Poor, will be entering the game. This is just my prediction. So just based on what I'm viewing down here in the locker room areas. So that looks to be the case. So it'll be interesting to see. It could be a totally different second period. And it'll be important to, make
so
those adjustments.
If that's the case, you watched the game. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to. I had a function I had to attend. And tell me about Lily Bowe's play out as a skater. I think you watched her. How much of an impact was she in the game?
Yeah, so she was the second center, right? So you have Corianne Hogue playing center, and then you had Lily Blow coming out and playing center as well. And what was interesting is that Corianne had 2 goals in that game, Lily had 1, and those were the players that really stood out for me coming into this game. When we do our prep work and we talk about these games in advance, that was one of the players that we had on the advanced scouting report to watch in this game. But then she came out and played goaltender and was spectacular.
Stellar, absolutely. Well, if I'm a Central fan right now and I'm watching this game on TV, shame on this coach for putting the other player in net. I mean, I'm certain she's a good quality goalie. I'm not diminishing her ability. I'm just saying, boy, this young lady had a good first period. Let's see what she can do. But unfortunately, from the Central side, Corianne's really carrying the play. She needs a little help, and maybe that's what coach is looking for a little bit more offense. Long change for second period. We're going to have a different situation here. The long change can change the game a little bit, makes it a little bit difficult.
I mean, I got to ask, though, how many games have you seen where you have a player that comes out, plays that well in net, and then comes out and plays as a forward or a defenseman, as a skater?
Not a high school game. Not a high school game.
I've never seen this. This is just my.
This is like youth hockey stuff. The youth hockey, like we're 9 years old, right? 8, 9-year-old. I'm sure as a coach, I coached some of these players here when they were younger, and boy, I'm sure we did something like that, but not in a high school game. This is high school, man. This is different.
And I think I'm correct here because I do only see one goaltender dress now as Manchester Central starts taking the ice. So
it looks like number 30, Daniela Poor, is going to enter the game as a goaltender. We're having a little goaltender change. Fascinating development here. Good catch, Jay. I'm glad you caught that. I was facing the other direction. So Bulldogs are on the ice. Central's on the ice here. We're going to start the second period, moments away from a puck drop.
I'm going to check my phone here to see if we did get any questions.
You should definitely check that out.
We have no questions thus far.
I'm surprised a few of our fan favorites, and we know who you are not sending us questions. I'm surprised. Back into the net for the Bulldogs, Amanda Ducharme, getting her crease ready, taking the face off for the Bulldogs will be Lauren Thomas.
We didn't talk a lot about Amanda Ducharme in that period outside of a couple of great saves that she made. She really did make some
She played fantastic,
saves.
Agreed.
This game could be, 3-2 or even 4-2 Central, but she made some really big saves there in that period.
Here comes Corianne Hogue. Pulling that puck. She was not taking the face off. She was the winger. And here comes the Bulldogs on a loose puck. Bergeron.
Daniela Poor with a great save.
I don't think they're going to have any letdown here from a goaltending standpoint. That was a really nice save as Ashley Bergeron really went all the way down.
So it looked like there, Coach Fifield, with that 5-second power play, put out Lauren Thomas and Ashley Bergeron at the same time and then quickly pulled Ashley off. So just trying to take advantage maybe of that 5 seconds. Just again, making these small coaching adjustments throughout the game. That's key.
So we have both players on the ice right now. Bergeron taking the face-off. Lauren Thomas on D, kind of scooting in at the top of the circle. Looking for a quick draw and a quick shot here as an offensive zone face-off. Our left, but to the right of the Central goalie. Central going right to left this period. Bulldogs in white home jerseys going left to right. 14:35 remaining in the second period. 2-1 Bulldogs. Coach Fifield looking for a quick draw, but the pass. Still a loose puck. Bulldogs still have a chance. Cannot quite find the handle of that puck. And Lauren Thomas going all the way back. Looks like she's playing defense for this period.
Yeah, she's moved back to defense, and looks like Kendall Cassidy is getting some last-minute instruction on maybe her next shift being up front.
Well, we've seen goaltender changes. Now we're seeing some defensive, offensive changes. Never a dull moment here with the Lady Bulldogs for sure.
Yeah, I mean, these are the coaching adjustments, right? The coaches, obviously talked in between periods on both teams, and they're making the adjustments they feel necessary to win the game. So
sounds kind of like they talk to each other because they may. I'm not really sure what's happening here. I'm a little confused myself. Bergeron looking up, looking to make a nice pass. Pass goes out to Hall. Hall gets it over the blue line, chips and looking to chip it forward,
almost.
but couldn't quite chip it forward. As number 11, Emma Faber, nice defensive play right there. Cassidy jumps on as a forward, keeping that puck into the blue line. Thomas, one hand, couldn't quite control that puck, but does get it in deep. Forcing the play, the Bulldogs again really just forechecking, swarming this offensive zone, making it difficult. Cassidy wheeling and dealing in the corner, pass out front. Couldn't quite connect as the defender from Central, number 12. That was Lily Blow making a nice play defensively. Around the net. Picked up by Central and a loose puck. Oh, almost had a chance. Hogue had that shot just deflected wide into the corner. Bulldogs come out with the puck. Looking for a pass. Carrying the play. Continuing to carry the play. Got the puck knocked off her stick. Actually had a chance. Delayed offsides. Bulldogs come out of the zone. Just fire that puck across. A little bit of an errant pass. We're looking for someone, but couldn't quite connect. Couldn't quite to make the play out front. Number 18, Emma Landry, had an opportunity for a shot, but got deflected wide by one of the defenders there from the Bulldogs.
So you saw there early in this shift, there was a turnover right at the blue line as they tried to enter the zone, and that led to some zone pressure from Central. So you got to really be careful in that neutral zone. Again, that's where, especially in the second period like this, where it's a longer change, you got to be careful not to have these turnovers.
Well, nice pass. Oh, had an opportunity for a pass. Number 27 there. Gabrielle was out front. Gabby was ready for a pass out front, but did not connect with her teammate right there. No call right there. Could have been a tripping call. Corianne Hogue with a shot. Top shelf shot from above the circles. Beautiful shot by Corianne Hogue, tying the game 2-2. Well, here we are, 11:32 remaining in the first period. Score is 2-2.
Yeah.
A nice little goaltender change. Changed the complexion of the game a little bit. And I don't want to say the Bulldogs are flustered, but the first 5 minutes or first 4.5 minutes, not their best 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, there just seemed to be there's confusion on the ice, I think, and there's things going on that we're not sure what's going on, but they just seem to be a little disjointed right now to start this period, and they'll get that back, I'm sure.
Well, it looks like Lauren Thomas had switched completely to defense, and Kendall Cassidy is up front. Pass through the neutral zone again. Bulldogs making it difficult for Central to enter the zone, and Central having a little bit more ability to do so. Oh, nice deflection. I thought Master DeCasa was going to head in on the goal on her own, but couldn't quite collect that pass.
That's a good block there by Lauren Thomas. You really don't want to let Corianne Hogue get a shot off, and she just had a chance there. Lauren Thomas made a great block with her pads.
Here comes Bergeron. Poke checked away from Corianne Hogue. Back to Bergeron. Again, defender from Central keeping that puck in the zone. A little chip out. Here comes Bergeron, and she's on a breakaway from the blue line. Looking to make a move, and she shoots it. Beautiful save, and the puck's loose in the crease. The goaltender makes a nice save. So first really big test right there by the goaltender, Daniela Poor, and Bergeron with a shot, but could not get it past her.
Yeah, that play all started back here with Crystal Hall making a nice chip along the boards. That puck came up to her. She chipped it out. Ashley was able to swoop in and get in on a breakaway. And just, again, Daniela Poor now making some big saves for Central. So it's become contagious. Sometimes it does.
Absolutely. Bulldogs looking to go D to D. They do, and the loose puck. Here comes Central on a break. Going to be a big test by the goaltender. Beautiful save by Daniela. Nice, just swallowing up that shot. I'll tell you what, though, number 6 right there, Catherine Jones, she's a senior, had an opportunity for a goal. She was with her teammate, number 9, Ava Demers. a really nice play.
That's a great play. Catherine Jones broke in, and Amanda Ducharme really played that well. She came out, was aggressive on that shot, and that shot just, she made that look easy, but that's not very easy what she just did there.
She too made herself a little bit big, kind of puff, getting her shoulders up, keeping herself in a position where she looks a little larger than typical, and makes it hard visually for a forward coming in on a shot like that. You don't have a lot of time. You think, I'm on a breakaway, but truthfully, you don't have a lot of time.
Oh, you don't.
Someone's coming.
You're coming in with speed, and as soon as you get on that break, you start having those moments of, oh, what am I going to do? You gotta try to finish. So it's always fun to watch somebody on the breakaway and what they're thinking.
Nice feed back out. Here comes Kendall Cassidy with a teammate, number 6. Beautiful over. Nice pass. Shot. Beautiful save again by the goaltender. What?
Kendall Cassidy to Kendall Joyce there again. Kendall Joyce just had another great opportunity to score a goal. And Kendall Cassidy made that happen by just streaking in and making a great pass.
Well, Kendall Joyce really has shown us something here today. She's playing exceptionally well. It is nice feed by Cassidy. Sometimes she doesn't have to make that pass, but she was wide open. A beautiful pass. Continue to do that. Thomas with a shot just wide of the net. That post was open. That goaltender, I'm not sure she really read that play. Pass looking for a teammate out front. Here comes Bergeron at the point, covering defensively for number 9. Sabrina Tipping. Looking for the pass back, keeping it in. Tipping again with the shot in deep. This is what we're talking about, keeping that puck in deep, getting the puck below the goal line. Beautiful pass right there. That was Master de Casa. Nice cycling. Boy, I'd love to see this in a practice, right? Look at the cycling play. Cycling that puck, those 3 players defensively. Bergeron not allowing that young lady to take that puck out of the zone. Looking for a backhander shot just wide of the post. Hall, wheels, getting it to her backhand, looking to go forehand. Pass off to Bergeron. Bergeron shot on net between her legs. Could not see it, but dives down and stops that play. Well, I like that play, that sequence of play, the nice, the way they cycle the puck along the half wall around at the top of the circle, and then behind the net controlling that play. Jason, any thoughts on that play?
Yeah, that's just good hockey right there. That's good, solid hockey. You had 3 players in the offensive side of the puck, and then the 2 defensemen even jumping into the play, and all the players were really moving around and covering each other and cycling through the play really well. So that's fun to see. That's good hockey.
Oh, not a great pass on the D-to-D. That's their play. They've made that play a number of times at D-to-D, but you have to see that forward stealing that puck. Got to keep an eye open for that. Here comes Cassidy on a break. She's going to push that puck forward and go on a breakaway. Number 5, shot. And it just, tell you what an almost great save, but it hit the goalie's glove and it trickled through her forearm and just got over the goal line. Beautiful goal by Kendall Cassidy, but she picked up that puck here at the blue line, Jay.
The speed there was just too much. I mean, as soon as she picked up that puck, she made 2 or 3 strides, and then she was in alone. And the goalie, like you said, almost made a spectacular save, but that one just trickled through, and we got a 3-2 lead now for Bedford.
Well, we're at 7:59, 3-2 Bulldogs on a really nice play here by the Bulldogs. Tell you what, it wasn't almost a good play. That win of the faceoff and that D-to-D. The forward number 6 from Catherine Jones from Central really read that D-to-D play and could have cost the Bulldogs something serious right there on a breakaway. But
she did, yeah. Catherine Jones finished the game on Thursday with a goal, and she's played really well and has a couple of those opportunities again today. So, as a senior, you like to see that.
Slap shot from the point, deflected. Oh, almost scooted by. Tell you what, who's really made an impact for me at this moment is the young player that wasn't there last week because of, I assume, an injury or of some sort. But Master de Casa, she jumps in on the second line, playing with Ashley Bergeron. Really is a lot of speed when you add in their other winger here at Crystal Hall. The 3 of them together have really cemented this play. I don't know if these 2 play together often or not, but boy, they are really look sharp together.
Yeah, I think that, the only thing they've played together-wise is practices here. So it looks like they've probably done a lot of work, kind of in practice and trying to make sure they understand where each other are. But sometimes you just get 2 players or 3 players that click, right? And sometimes you can't really put your finger on why as a coach, but they just click, and these 3 are clicking right now for sure.
That is it's a good thing as a coach to have that. So Cassidy wheeling, looking for a player, pass it back to D. defensively, nice play as Cammy gets that puck, gets it back to the D and trying to force that puck out. Couldn't quite get it out. And Central pushes that puck in deep. Really nice play by the defender. Central keeps it in. Now is a break. Not quite out. Defender is really keeping that puck in the zone. Number 11. She is a solid player. That's Emma Favorite. We've talked about her name a few times. She's a really strong defender at the blue line, not allowing the players to get out from Bedford.
Again, some of that senior leadership, right? This Central team has 5 seniors and 5 juniors. So a good portion of their team are upperclassmen, and that does play a role. Ooh, almost.
Nice pass as Cassidy looked for a forward there. As Joyce called for that puck, but that puck ended up behind her. Difficult pass to collect. Here's a break. Two Foyers going after it. Just a little bit quicker, number 15, Cammy after that puck. And here comes Bergeron. Goes around the defender who unfortunately was a little flat-footed. Here she comes looking for a shot. Unbelievable save right by the goalie. Hit off the elbow. A really nice, she had picked that corner, that far left corner by the blocker. But goaltender made a really nifty save.
Again, this line is out there putting pressure on, though, and it's good to see.
Well, I like what the Bulldogs are doing. They're really looking for their teammates to make passes. The hard part is what I've noticed a few times is they're making passes into Central players because I think coaches probably said to them, I'd like to see more passing.
Yeah, you can see that the coaching has talked a lot about moving this puck, and this team today is definitely moving the puck a lot better than they have in the first 2 games.
Absolutely.
And in a lot of ways, it's needed in this game. Central has really come out, played a good, strong defensive game, and puck movement is going to be a key to kind of continuing to keep that pressure on. If you try to make this all about one player, it just will not. You can't win with one player in these games.
No, not at all. I mean, it's really good to see them really making those passes. But I'd like to see them pick their heads up, and as opposed to forcing that pass back to defender, if there's a forward from Central there, don't pass that puck.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to have your head up. This game is all about the ability to skate with your head up and eyes up, right? And in these situations, what you're seeing is, maybe just a little bit of rushing from the Bedford Bulldogs. They got to get their head up. They have time to make the play. Look up, make a good pass, and good things will happen. That one almost fluttered in.
That one almost fluttered in. Nice little glove save off a deflected shot that kind of caught the goaltender off guard, but she made a nice little glove save right there. Again, having Cassidy on the ice is really just puts pressure on the opponent. And, she's an unselfish, truly, truly unselfish player. So a nice face-off win by Bergeron, D to D. Again, making that play. That seems to be their play off the face-off into the corner, looking for someone out front. Wheeling and dealing. Bergeron shot. Boy, they are picking that far corner, but just can't quite get there. That elbow of the goaltender here, Danielle Poor, has really made a difference in this game, or the Bulldogs would be up big.
Yeah, I mean, Ashley there made a play behind the net, kind of shed a defender, and then Crystal Hall was sitting again right in the slot. They made a nice pass, and Crystal, got a good shot on net, good quality shot, and the goalie made a great save.
Bergeron trying to make a play, a little backhanded sauce pass out, sends Hall on a break. Ooh, can't quite get that puck and keep it in the zone as the puck defends, flicks off her stick and is all the way deep. Going to have a delayed offside, so here comes the Bulldogs. That's why the Bulldogs aren't putting pressure on. If anyone's wondering how come they're not doing that.
Right.
Delayed offside, so they have to clear the zone before they can touch the puck, or there's a whistle. That was an awkward play. That could have gone off a skate right there into the net, but
too close for comfort on that one. No. That's the puck that you want to make sure you're not deflecting inadvertently.
Deflected up to the tops of the circles, kept in by the defense from Central. Carrying the puck, looking for a pass. Carrying it out, getting the puck, knocking it in. It's going to be a waved off for an icing. Here comes changes in play. Long breakout pass is going to be an icing call, but that could go on net. So no icing, it's waved off as that turned out to be a shot pass that ended up just kind of going on net. Here comes Thomas, wheeling through the defensive zone. Oh, it had a player, made a nice pass, but it was picked off by number 12. Lily Blow making impact now as a defender.
Lily Blow and Kendall Cassidy just had a big collision there as well down in the corner. So this game has been more physical. than the first 2 games that we've seen, even though we played this team the last game. So they've definitely, Central has really stepped up their physicality in this game.
That's nice play by Lily. Here comes Cassidy, breaks in, past the defender, looking for a shot, had the far near post, but again, Lily Blow coming in hard, putting a little back hit right there on Cassidy.
Lily Blow just made a great play there. Kendall Cassidy had that corner picked, and she just got a stick on Kendall's stick right at the puck spot and deflected that shot over the corner.
Lily Thomas with the pass, looking for Ashley Bergeron. Just pushing that puck in, past the defender, and then going after it hard. Shot, a wide angle shot off the post and out front. Oh, beautiful defensive play by Corianne Hogue as she just knocked that puck off the forward defenseman's stick as she was ready to take a shot. Lots of confusion, lots of bodies coming in and off the ice, trying to avoid too many men on the ice call. It's a difficult play right down there by the Bedford Bulldogs play, but the coach is really all over it, so that was nice.
Good read there by Cami Grenier from the point. That puck scooted out, and she made a good read to step in and get a good quality shot on net there.
Hall pushes that puck. Bergeron takes it, goes around the net, looking for a pass.
Eyes are up.
Knocked off of her stick. Needed to make a little bit of a chip in the zone or something, but I like that she's carrying the puck on her stick, but sometimes you got to just chip that puck to the corner and go get it.
Yeah, and we got a player wide open in front of the net there. Bedford has to really watch that open player in front of the net. There's a couple times in this game thus far that player's been wide open, and we've been lucky and fortunate not to give up a goal that way.
Cassidy just wheeling and dealing. That defender trying to cover, but just can't. And she had a shot and lost the puck. Oh, what an unfortunate situation right there. So we're going to have an icing call. Again, Bulldogs just too much speed for this Central team. So Bulldogs lead 3-2, 28.6 seconds left in the second period. Going to get an offensive zone face-off from this standpoint to the left of the goalie. Going to have a little bit of pressure here. So we have Cassidy taking the face-off, looking for Thomas on the near side defense in the slot right above the circle.
Yeah, important here to make sure this puck stays in and we get a good quality opportunity. Don't want to give up an odd man rush or a quick break.
Loose puck, shot on net, kicked wide. And
Good
as you saw, nice little play. They were looking for number 6 there, Catherine Jones, to go on a break, but really nice defensive play. Under 10 seconds. Going to need to get a quick shot here. 5 seconds remain, and here comes Cassidy. Oh, she fumbled the shot again. She was ready to take a shot. Boy, oh boy, another tough break as she was coming in. You know what? That was a really nice play.
It really was.
The defender making that pass out to Cassidy as she breaks in. They could have had a shot on net. No, not saying they could have scored, but it would have been nice to have a shot on net right there. So end of the second period, Jason. We're going to go. We're going to sit for a few minutes. Coaches are going to talk to each other. And Bedford Bulldogs lead 3-2. An interesting period. Lots of changes on both sides of the bench. First half of that period, a little confusion from both sides. So you have a new goalie from Central, some players in different positions from Bedford. What are your thoughts on that and the coaching and their thoughts and what's going on in their heads?
Yeah, I mean, in these situations, I think from the Central side, bringing in a different goaltender there, I think there was probably a pregame plan to do that, right? I don't think you do that after the period that Lily had in the first period for Central. I don't think you do that, if it's not pre-planned. So, coming into that period, Bedford, was coming out thinking they were going to be trying to get more shots and needing more shots on net. Then see the goaltender change, not really sure what happened. The goaltender really played well. Daniela Poor made some huge saves early on in that period. On the Bedford side, some more changes. What Coach Fifield is working on right now is, kind of what's the next, what do I need to do to win this game? And in that period, he felt as though making that change between, Kendall Cassidy moving up to forward, Lauren Thomas moving back to D was going to be his best opportunity to score some goals. It did pan out. We did get one goal in that period, but we tied that period, right? So that was a 1-1 period. Corianne Hogue scoring for Central, and we got Kendall Cassidy scoring for us here in that period as well. So it's a period of hockey that was back and forth, a good solid period of hockey. And these two teams, again, in a situation where coming off Thursday's 11-4 win by Bedford, we did not come into this game thinking we're going to beat them that bad again. And I think Central's really showing a lot.
Well, I agree. I thought that period a little difficult for the Bulldogs. I think they were just a hair confused and so on. But Central really put pressure on, forcing the play, aggressive, having Lily Blow out back, making some nice defensive plays. It changed the complexion of the game as the Bulldogs weren't able to just skate end to end like they did in the first period, and it made them a little bit. It made it a little bit difficult for them. So I think what I like from the Bulldogs is the spreading of the play out and making those passes. What I didn't like about that was the spreading of the play and making those passes. Right. It's hard to understand. We're standing up here, so we see the game and we're live and we can see it here. It's a little bit difficult. So what do I mean by that, right? I mean, it's when I pick my head up and I look, don't force that pass. If you don't have to make that pass, don't make that pass.
Right.
If you're possessing the puck, who's possessing it? We are, all five of us on the ice as players. The five of us are possessing that puck. I just happen to have it on my stick. I don't have to force that play. And I think there were some unforced errors on the side of the Bulldogs where they were coached to make that pass back to the D or coached to make that pass across the ice. And that's okay, but you don't always have to make that pass.
Right.
You know, and enforcing that puck led to an almost breakaway by Central where they're reading that play now, that D to D winning the puck off the faceoff, and they're reading that play. The inside forward is just going right out to the top of the blue line, and I'm going to break up that play.
Right.
So again, that's where you have to say, I know I'm coached to make that pass. I don't have to make that pass every single time.
And it's learning those situations, right? When you're on the ice, there's always an opportunity. There's always a lane. There's always a pass to be made. But you really have to make sure that you're going to make a pass. It's got to be 100%. And any type of pass that you're making in the offensive zone towards your defenseman at the blue line, you got to be 110% sure that pass is going to be able to be made. Otherwise, you do risk, these odd player rushes up the ice.
Well, that's just, you couldn't have hit the nail better on the head right there. That's accurate. If you don't know, then you know what? The best thing for me as a defender, instead of going D to D, just send that puck along the wall, push it back behind the goal line, let the forwards deal with it up front. Let them scoot around and put pressure on the defender and make them make mistakes. Don't be the one to make the mistake.
Yeah.
Send it back in and allow my forwards to really play that game down in the corner, which they're winning. It's allow my teammates to do the work because they're outworking the defenders from Central as forwards in forechecking.
Yeah, as an offensive player, all of my career, there's no doubt that you take safety in knowing that the safest play all the time is just to kind of, if you're in trouble, get that puck down low and then continue to try to put that forecheck on and continue to try to cycle. And what Bedford did in that period a few times was cycle the puck really well.
They sure did.
And when we talk about cycling the puck, we're talking about players possessing the puck and continue movement in that zone where they can drop a pass, they can leave it for a defenseman. But with all that movement creates confusion for all the defenders in that zone. And that's when you really get a defender to either, they fall, they make a mistake, they turn the wrong way, and you really open up a lane to the net to get a good shot on that.
So what I like, I'm enjoying watching this game with you up here today, primarily because it's a good game. It's 3-2, right? It's a close game. What I see the difference of those two lines, when one led by Ashley as their center and the other now by Kendall, where Kendall's line's a little confused because they have a new center, right? Quote unquote, a new center. And that's okay. She's a quality player. She's going to fit right in. It's fine. But the difference of those two lines is you have the older adult, senior presence on the ice. It's a little calmer. The play isn't just so helter-skelter and not in a negative way. It's not crazy. And then you have the other line, which is pure speed with Bergeron and the young lady that came back today, Master DeCasa and Hall. And it's just play, and they're zooming around, and they're really keeping control of the puck. So if I'm a defender from Central, I'm having a hard time with, I don't know which line I'm facing. It's chaos, and I'm trying to stay in touch with that play. Or am I controlling and watching the other two? Because if, Cassidy and Lauren Thomas are out there, now I have two people to really worry about. And Joyce is having an unbelievable game, so she's out there too. And now there's a third person who's really talented also. It's really keeping those two lines, and they're completely different, and they're both good in how they approach the game. I like the play. I like the controlling the puck in the corners and really cycling that play from the the Bergeron and company. And I like the other play because they're just picking their heads up and making that nice pass across to whoever they're trying to get to. A lot of unselfish play. I'd like to see it, unfortunately, from a coaching standpoint, not completely unselfish. I need a selfish player once in a while,
Right.
and not in a negative way. The selfish player of take the shot when it's open, and take the shot when it's the right time to take a shot.
Yeah, and those are the things that, as this team continues to grow and build, I think they're going to learn that, and they're going to, they're going to have situations. This is the first time this team has been in a game that's a one-goal game, right? The first couple of games they played have been, really in hand early on, and in this game now you have to start making some of these decisions and smart plays, and things change a little bit in those types of games. If I'm the Central coach right now, I'm telling my players when they get out on that ice, you want to know who you're up against. You want to make sure as the center, the center who you're lining up against. And you want to know the team that you're out there against so that you can make sure that you have your coverage and your defensive zone coverage first and foremost. We talk about it all the time in this broadcast. These games start in the defensive zone.
Always.
If you can really be strong in the defensive zone and make good quality plays there, the rest of this game is a little easier. If you struggle in the defensive zone, you run around and you can't really, kind of get that puck out, that's when bad things happen as a team. So it's important.
I couldn't agree more. As you know, we've coached together, and I'm always a proponent of defense first. If you can win the battles in your defensive zone, the offensive zone will be kind of managed on its own. Kids are creative; they can do their own thing. They'll make passes. They want to make that assist. They want to, cheer on their teammates. And you don't always have to be the hero, but it's always fun. It's winning those battles in the defensive zone. So moving forward, we got 3.5 minutes here in the cutting the ice and waiting for the teams are talking a little bit. I'm thinking about how am I at Central? I'm down 3-2. How do I tie this game up, and how do I potentially win this game? And I think I'm going to allow the forwards to really put pressure on my D and get them to kind of overcommit offensively, exposing the D from Bedford. So that's an area where they really have to kind of keep an eye on it. What they've done successfully from my vantage point is been able to chip pucks off the wall and really looking for players like number 6, Catherine Jones from Central, to chip that puck off the wall and send her kind of on a break. Yeah. Or get it to Corianne Hogue and let her go on a break and allow the forwards from Bedford to sort of overcommit.
Yeah, if I'm talking to this team, I'm telling them, you want to get some good quality shots in this period. Corianne scored with just an amazing shot to the top corner on Amanda Ducharme. Amanda didn't really have a chance at that puck, and most goalies wouldn't. I mean, that was just a strong, solid shot. They're doing really well is also opening up the ice. This sheet of ice, we talked about this at the beginning of the game. This sheet of ice is bigger than what the Central team is used to playing at JFK.
Correct.
And that makes a big difference. And you can see the neutral zone play and the passes through the neutral zone that Central is making. They are using this ice to their advantage. And I think it's been an advantage for them, and not a disadvantage for Bedford in any way, but just an advantage more so for Central, who has that type of team that can take advantage of a space like this.
Now, if I'm on the Bedford side, we're up 3-2. Got to keep putting pressure on. I'm controlling the pressure by keeping my forward, my center, typically kind of a little bit higher, kind of above the circles, but below the blue line, but above the circles. So they're in a better defensive position in the offensive zone, right? So always preaching defense. No matter where you are, be on the defensive side of the puck, wherever the puck is on the ice. That means between the puck and your goaltender. So always be on the defensive side of the puck, but get the pucks deep, work from behind the goalie, allow the wingers to cycle in, and then look for players coming in from the point, whether it's that center. That center can cover for the defender if the defender scoots in, but making sure you always have 2 people present at that blue line.
Yeah, I mean, in one-goal games, these are the types of games when you're up a goal, it's called playing with the lead, right? And you have to ride that balance. A one-goal game is still a one-goal game. It can go either way. So as a offensive team, you want to not stop trying to get your opportunities. But to your point, you really want to have that third player really high in the slot area of the defensive or of the offensive zone, so that if there is a turnover, you have an extra layer of support. And that's an important part of playing with the lead. The other important part is possessing the puck. Right? So as you get this puck and you're possessing it, you get over the red line, you get that puck in deep, and you really work it low. So in those situations, you don't really necessarily have to move the puck to the D unless it's wide open. Just keep that puck down low, and that clock will keep ticking. The clock is your friend when you're up by a goal. It's not when you're down.
Absolutely. So to that point alone is, that those passes that they're trying to make sure that they're quality, good team, making sure your teammates open, and don't give up that play if you don't have to. I love that. That's a great aspect of the game. So 30 seconds remain here in the in-between periods. In between the second and third period, referees are on the ice ready to go. Both teams are entering the ice. They're all ready to play. We're still going with Daniela Poole in net from Central. So getting some last bits of coaching from the Central side, Central Memorial side. And then Bedford getting their teams again. Coaches come along, really led here by one of the captains, Captain Kendall Cassidy, giving the last second pep talk here. And we're going to go under the way. So again, thanks for joining us. My name's Steve Tempesta. I'm here with my good friend Jason Bergeron. Third period action from Sullivan Arena, Goffstown, home of St. Anselm's College. Bedford Bulldogs versus Central Memorial High School. Bedford in white, Central in green. Bulldogs going right to left, Central going left to right. It's a home game here for the Bulldogs, so this is a good game thus far. So if you're just joining us, you've missed the doozy so far, 3-2. It's been a wild game, that's for sure. So taking that face-off again. Looks like Thomas is back at the center position.
Yeah, so quick adjustment again. It looks like Kendall Cassidy will start this period playing defense, and Lauren is back at her spot at center.
There's no harm in that, giving somebody an opportunity to play a different position. Maybe it works out. Kendall has 5 goals in that period. You don't know. You got to give it a shot sometimes. So an offensive zone face-off after a interesting icing here from Central. Loose puck.
The good news is for these commentators is that it doesn't look like there's a goaltender change in this period.
Well, that's good for us.
Yeah, we can keep that going.
Well, we got to keep it simple for you and I. That is for darn sure. Keeping that puck in at the blue line, number 15, Cami Griner. And a long breakout pass could not connect as looks like Lily Blow was a strong pass, but boy, that pass went really fast by Balissa Bonassa, as she just couldn't handle that pass on that breakout.
And early on, you see what Central's trying to do here. They're trying to stretch this defensive unit. There was a couple passes there early, trying to make that long pass and try to open up one of those breaks. And that's going to be a continued theme, I think.
Bergeron wins the faceoff back to Cassidy. Cassidy with a slap shot that just goes off the side of the net. Can't quite push that puck forward. Number 9, Ava Demers is trying to really just split the D, but could not quite do it. Cassidy picking up the loose puck through the neutral zone, just chipping it along the wall and out.
Good use, number 11 there, Emma Favorite again, using her body really well there to protect the puck and then making a play to get it out.
Bulldogs keeping the puck into the blue line, but again, just knocked off the stick of Bergeron and sent wide. Into the neutral zone it goes. Now Bulldogs carrying the puck in. Looks like Central's really taking control a little bit of that neutral zone. Really making it hard for the Bulldogs to get it into the zone. But when they get in the zone, they had 3 players on that puck sort of in good defensive position. 1 person challenging, 2 alongside. So kind of making it tough. 3-on-2s along the wall. Couldn't quite control that play.
Early on in the period, too, you look at this ice, it really didn't set really well, which is surprising with how cold it is outside and here. But, a couple times that puck stuck a little bit, and, that catches a player off guard when they're trying to.
There goes a break as Corianne picks up that puck. Corianne Hogue on a break at the circle, taking a shot.
Great save.
Lovely save right there. You know what? I like that play right there by Amanda Ducharme. She stayed with that play, didn't come off the near side post, and was at the top of the crease to really make that play.
Yeah, and that's Corianne Hogue coming down. I mean, she scored on her earlier, so maybe she's picked up a little nuance of where she's shooting, and she made a really good save there.
So a face-off scrum, loose puck. Defender from the Bulldogs gets it, chips it out. Not quite out of the zone just yet. I like where Lily Thomas is playing right there. Sorry, Lauren Thomas, as she came right to between the hash marks defensively, not giving Central any opportunity to get a puck out front. Puck goes behind the net. First on it, Bulldog looking to make a play. Thomas comes in and gives a hand to her defender. Puck is chipped out, not out of the zone. Number 7, Grace Demers plays it in and around behind the net. Central, beautiful pass. Hogue with the puck, just deflected wide by Ducharme.
Defensively, they really want to keep an eye on her. Cami Grenier is going to want to keep an eye on where Corianne is. And you see what Corianne is doing. She's staying higher in that slot, but when they get control of that puck, she's sneaking in and getting that pass.
Well, this Bulldog team is really, really disciplined. They're in all the right positions and playing well defensively, kind of picking up some loose pucks. I like what the centerman is doing and coming in and helping out, so it's very nice. Thomas on the half wall, looking across, looking to feed. It looked like, was that Joyce?
Yeah, that was Joyce. And Lily Blow made a nice back check there.
Fighting for the puck is Bergeron. She comes up with it. Has a player. Oh, a loose puck off to the goalie. Joyce coming in. Couldn't quite get to it.
Right here, you want to get in on that forecheck, right? You want to make it hard for that defenseman to get the puck out. Get in on that forecheck. Make them play it.
Chipped out, as we talked about in the pre-third period action, number 9. Ava Demers trying to fire that off across to 18. Emma Landry couldn't do it. Bergeron with a nice interception of a pass. Just not allowing any shots to get towards their goalie from the 5-on-5 situation here in the defensive zone. Central really playing nicely. Looking for a play out front. Knocked wide by the goaltender. Cassidy on it. Firing that pass out. Here goes Thomas as she twirls at the blue line. Making a nice move on a defender. Lily Thomas. Shot. Goal by Lauren Thomas. Using the defender as a shield. And I don't think the goaltender saw that one, Jason.
She never saw that. And, that play, again, a little chip up the boards here. Lauren Thomas made a phenomenal move with being able to collect that pass and pirouette at the same time. I mean, that is not easy to do. She collected it, gained steam, and then boom, scores the goal. So that was great.
Well, I like that she got over the blue line and didn't rush the play. Some players try to just rush through that play, and she used the defender as something that just got in the vision of her goalie, and it made it difficult for the goaltender.
It really did.
Bulldogs in the neutral zone, battling for the puck, have possession, pass off, scooting it through. Lauren Thomas coming to try to pick up the play. Can't quite get the puck from number 23, Megan Wade, as she gains the blue line, trying to get the puck in deep. Continues to battle for the puck along the wall and chipped it out. Oh, boy. We had Lauren Thomas on a break, but just stumbled at the blue line. And had she gotten by, she might have been able to get that puck before it made it to the end line. Keeping that puck in, number 15, Cammie. Tossing it around. I like the puck behind the net. It's beautiful back there. Making the decision what they're trying to do. They got 2 players, one in front of the net, one up a little higher. Ooh. Wow, that was a beautiful tip. I'm not sure how she got to that play.
That's loose, isn't it?
That puck is on the blue. It's in the blue paint at the line, and the Bulldogs end up jamming it home for a goal. Referee calling that a goal.
Boy, did that net come off before that goal went in? Boy, we don't have instant replay here.
I wish we did. I wish we did. I think, my opinion, I don't think it came off. It definitely got knocked, and it went up in the air, but it came right back down on the moorings, and it stayed in position. And as they battled for that puck, it looked like Lauren Thomas swung away. Continued to just swing away at that puck and knock that puck home.
Unfortunately, with no PA system, we don't really know exactly who got that one, but I think it was Lauren Thomas in there.
So we had 9:47 left in the third period. Bulldogs with 2 quick goals here in the third period here, lead the game 5-2. Really trying to separate themselves and using their speed to just make it difficult for Central at the moment.
Yeah, and you can see what we talked about coming into this period is we wanted to get that puck down low below the goal line and then use that space to just kind of use that clock, right? The clock is in your favor when you're up in the game. They did that shift and then scored a goal with it.
Oh, nice pass right there from the D. Making that pass all the way down. That was number 9, Sabrina Tipping, with a nice pass to a forward. Just she couldn't collect it as it just went through too many legs. Loose puck, chip to the wall. Hall collecting that is Cassidy. Cassidy on a break. Wheeling, goes to the left. Looking for a player out front. Can't quite find one. Still possessing. Taking a shot just wide of the net.
Good coverage there. Ashley Bergeron covered when Kendall went in, and now Ashley's on the break.
Ash Bergeron with a shot. Again, sent wide.
Good cycling, right? This is the type of play that when you're talking about. Ooh, almost there. Almost stuck that one in. Crystal Hall.
I don't think the goaltender was thinking shot right there as Bergeron was perched up by the hash marks there in the between the 2 hash marks. And she just kind of wrapped it, but took a shot. I think it caught the goalie a little unsuspecting. Good thing she had her paddle down and her pad, so it didn't go in, but it was a really nice play.
Sometimes you just make positional plays, right? Those are positional types of saves, and that goalie just made a nice positional save.
Corianne Hogue. Oh, off the faceoff. We're going to get a tripping call. Number 23, Abigail Widener. Looks like she's going to head to the box after this whistle. That was a nice little nifty play by Corianne Hogue. Looked like she was just going to split and go wide and try to just extend around the defender. She
was off to the races there.
She sure was. And I don't think anything bad of the play. She was just trying to poke this puck off her stick, and unfortunately she got her toe and sent her down. So we're looking for a defender. We're looking for someone to come to the penalty boxes. Typical hockey player. It wasn't me.
I didn't do that.
It wasn't me.
That.
Oh, here she comes, heading to the box. 23, Abigail Widener.
That's they say in hockey sometimes you go to the box, you feel 2 minutes of shame. This is not one of those penalties though. That's a penalty that probably broke up a goal.
Nothing wrong with that. I thought that was a good play. You know what? Bulldogs can defend here and really maybe even score. So here we go. Really breaking in on that play. Number 6, Kendall Joyce.
Kendall's been all over the ice today. She has really, really made this game difficult. Oh, there's a trip.
Well,
yeah, we're going to play 4-on-4 now.
Still got a chance here. Nice shot from the point. And we're gonna get a whistle. Right there we saw the trip, a little delayed penalty. Oftentimes players on the ice will see the arm go up by the referee and stop skating. Whereas allow the opponent, because you have the offensive chance, allow the opponent to do that. Continue on that play. It's hard to coach sometimes.
It really is. Yeah, you see that arm go up, especially if you're the one that had the penalty.
Right. So if you're the offender, correct.
If you're the offender, you're sitting there like, oh boy, I'm just going to stop. But you can't. You really have to keep going.
Nicely done at the face-off top. But Corianne comes out with that puck. 4-on-4 hockey here.
Wide open ice.
Corianne with a shot off the post. Boy, that got by the goalie. Off the post, went behind her and out. Bergeron wheels at the blue line, goes by Lily Blow, taking a shot from the wide. Beautiful gloves. Blocker save by the goalie from Central. D to D. Cassidy with a shot. Just wide of the net.
Lively boards here, right? So those shots that miss, you really, as a forward, you want to be jumping on those pucks.
I like the lineup here from the Bulldogs with Bergeron out there and the speed, along with Hall and Cassidy. I can't make out who the fourth player is. There it is, number 9.
Tipping, yep.
Beautiful. I like it. A lot of speed on the ice from Bedford, but matched nicely by Central. They have Lauren Lily Blow and number 11, Emma Favorite, as well as Corianne Hogue, although Corianne looks like she's out of gas at the moment. Nifty little move right there. Backhand to forehand, taking a shot was Bergeron. Kind of getting in the grill right there of the goaltender, digging for a puck. Must have been loose.
She must have seen something loose there. She went in and kept going, and you're taught to play to the whistle. So
well, good for her. The goalie didn't like it, but apparently the Central players didn't bother them. Now, in the boys' game, that might have been a little bit of a different outcome, but that's okay.
Yeah, that usually ends with a little pushing and shoving.
Most whistles do. So there we go. Bulldogs keeping that puck in. Oh, nice move right there by number 15.
And you see number 6, Catherine Jones. She's just looking to get that puck, that loose puck, and get on a breakaway for Central. So she's looking to kind of create havoc up there at the point. She stays good in position and then just looks for that breakout.
So Bulldogs are on a power play now, 28 seconds for a power play. Interestingly, why was there a face-off here, an icing call? Because it was an even strength face-off 4-on-4 when the defender sent that puck the length of the ice, hence the icing call, similar to a 5-on-5. So now the Bulldogs get a face-off in the offensive zone, and they're on a power play for 24 more seconds. Pass back to the D. Sending the puck in off of Master de Casa. Back to the D was Lily Thomas. Thomas shot, looking for a loose puck out front. Couldn't quite get her hands on it. And Central able to send that puck out. Thomas with the puck in the neutral zone. Still on it. Pulls it back. Really just kind of bull rushing the net right there through a bunch of players. gets knocked down. No slowdown as Lauren Thomas goes in hard to the ice, but pops right back up. Going to head to the bench for a change.
Like
Boy, she was going to the
okay.
net hard right there, Jason. She was a lady on a mission.
She was, and that goaltender was really off angle from our position
She
here.
sure was.
We had, if I could see it from here. As a forward, you go down and you see a goaltender out of position like that. Boy, that corner looks really big.
Sure it does.
Kind of like golf when you're really playing well and that hole looks big when you're making those putts. That's what you feel like when you're coming down on a breakaway.
Sadly,
like that.
I wouldn't know that reference, Jason. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, me either. They say that's part of the game.
Oh, I'm sorry. There you go. Bulldogs keeping that puck in after a face-off win. Just scoots out as defensively a nice play.
Really good job here of Kendall Cassidy. She's on that retreat. She's just getting in the lane of Corianne to really slow her up and not allow her to get on that forecheck, right? That's just smart defensive hockey.
Very nice play by the offensive player from Central to keep that puck in. Looking to pick up that loose play. Master de Casa just chipping it out. Oh, a bumble at the blue line as players collide. And here comes Cassidy out on a break. Shot deflected wide. Just a stick in a lane that just gets that puck and just deflects it wide. Just about 5 minutes remaining here in the third period. Bulldogs up 5-2, looking to add to the lead. Central trying to get close again. Flip pass out front. Couldn't quite connect with Bergeron as a pass came around front, keeping the puck in. Bergeron brings it back in. Nifty move. Makes a nice move around the defender and then shoots it high just off the glass.
Looked like blocker. I think Daniela Lepore got a piece of that with her blocker.
Oh, nice feed out front. Number 10, Larissa Bonassa. Couldn't quite connect with her teammate, but yeah, nice little nifty move. Bulldogs with the puck, looking for a long breakout pass. Oh, broken up right there. Number 7, Grace Demers.
Just good read.
Stepped in, good read. Thomas was looking to go on another breakaway. Bergeron, head up, looking for Thomas. Chips the puck out. Bergeron looking to break. Can't quite collect that play, but she was gone had she picked it up.
Grace Demers from Manchester Central has just made 3 or 4 plays along that blue line that were impressive. Just reading the play well, stepping up and deflecting the puck to make the to keep it in.
Ooh. Cassidy with a shot on net. Deflected off Grace Demers' feet. Goes wide into the corner. First on the puck. Bulldogs again. Battling for the puck. Central wins it. Can't quite get it out. Here comes Cassidy from the blue line looking to take a shot. Blocker save. Thomas. Shot kicked wide by the goalie. Really, this goalie from Central, Daniela Lepore, really playing well. A little slap shot right there. Wide of the net. Looking for a pass. Finds her at the point, but can't quite get it. Oh, looking for a pass. Couldn't quite find it. Oh, she had a player dragged down. Number 18 got dragged down. Emma Landry.
You know, Sabrina Tipping made a phenomenal back check there. She got back into the play. She did make some body contact there. They're probably going to call it roughing. They call it trip. Looked like she just made good body contact, and the player went down. So she's going to have a couple minutes to think about that play. But again, not a bad play. She's on the back check. She's really working hard. It was a deflection at the blue line. She got back into the play and saved the goal for now.
Well, you know what? Landry had that puck, and I don't think she could quite make out that her teammate, Catherine Jones, number 6, was ahead of her. She just needed to push that puck forward, and Jones would have been off. So really, that penalty was caused by Landry not making that pass.
Yes,
ultimately,
for sure,
because she back checked hard, and that was a great back check. Had she made that pass, unfortunately, she probably wouldn't have caught Jones. Out of the puck, here comes Bergeron, carrying the play from below for face-off drop, trying to bring it to the net. Beautiful, nifty move, shot on net. Another fantastic save by Daniela Lepore.
Yeah, Ashley there tried to come in and just kind of make the goaltender move from left to right. And again, the goaltender just stood strong and played it perfectly.
Well, no complaints here. Bulldogs still up 5-2. 2:50 remains in the third period. On a shorthanded play right now for about a minute and a half. Central chipping that puck out. Looking to send Jones on a break. Broken up by, looks like Corianne. Chipped it wide. Nope, that was number 18. My apologies. Emma Landry.
Another senior. You're definitely recognizing a lot of the seniors making some big plays for this and contributing for this Central team.
Oh, nice little pass right there by Lily Blow. Off looking for number 9, Ava Demers. Catherine Jones, nice little play on the half wall, keeping that puck in play for the Central Little Green. Shot from the point.
Oh, great play by Lauren Thomas with her hand. That's what you got to do sometimes when you're on the penalty kill. You use all parts of your body to make sure that puck doesn't get to your goaltender.
Anything you can do.
She made a play with her hand there, and that was just spectacular.
Bergeron just knocking that puck off Lily Blow's stick. Far wall, going after it, using her body to just shield the puck, but just couldn't get it by the long stick of Lily Blow. Shot on net, loose puck. It's in there somewhere under the pads of the goaltender. Daniela Poor. Bergeron trying to seek and find the puck, but just was kind of hidden under her pad. So
yeah, good
play by the goaltender.
Yeah, Kendall Cassidy streaked in there and made a nice play, cutting in. And again, goaltender it was loose under her pad. She didn't know exactly where it was, but positionally, she's strong.
Short-handed still for another 26 seconds of the Bulldogs. Wins the faceoff, D to D across ice. Cassidy fakes the pass, fakes the shot, gets a pass,
maybe too many.
Broken up at the blue line, but is going to win the puck battle. Cassidy just too strong for number 10 right there. Larissa Bonassa from Central. Cassidy trying to bust through, Bergeron trying to bust through 3 defenders there.
Well, you're on the penalty kill, and you just
absolutely
keep that puck going towards the goalie, right? That's pretty much what you're looking to do. So,
well, she has a nose for the net. She continues to just go towards the loose pucks in front of the net, and that's where you pick up a little bit of trash. The puck's loose, and you're knocking pucks home. That's how they scored the 5th goal. The puck is just present in the crease, and goalie can't find it. A little just stick on the puck, and it goes in. Taking the face-off, Lauren Thomas wins the puck, but Central able to just chip the puck out. Cassidy looking for a defender. Looking for her teammate, pass it across. Thomas with the puck, just sending it in, but not quite deep enough.
If the PA announcer was here now, we'd say 1 minute left in the period here.
Here we go. I mean, you're welcome to do it with some gusto.
I think I did. That wasn't the gusto?
You're welcome to do it, that's for sure. Bulldogs looking for a nice little chip. Breakout pass and chip to Lauren Thomas. Can't quite find her teammate as that was just sent out by Joyce. Wrapping the puck around, putting pressure on is Thomas. Making it difficult for the defender to really make a great play.
Corianne Hogue just continues to skate through the puck, and she's just really strong and hard to get off that puck.
Another long shot, but deflected, so it was a little bit easier to find.
Not a great save though by Amanda, right? That just making sure that those pucks don't go in, making good solid decisions.
Nice little chip out. Couldn't quite find the end line as the defender from Central just kind of slowed down, but the referee is going to wave that off as an icing. So Bulldogs take this game 5-2 as the plays comes to an end here. Kind of a unceremonious end to this game, but boy, the Bulldogs really look sharp in the beginning of that 3rd period. Another nice victory. Team play, team win, 5-2 here at Sullivan Arena. What a great win, Jason. A little recap of this 3rd period, then a recap of the game.
Yeah, I mean, the 3rd period, it was just a good, strong period. We talked about coming into this game, and as the teams right now line up to just salute each other's efforts, in COVID situations right now, we're not able to do the handshake, the traditional handshake. So they line up on the blue lines and do a nice stick salute to each other. This is a well-deserved stick salute. These 2 teams really played hard today, and this was a good, solid game. The end score is 5-2, yes, but that was really a close game. Could have been, could have gone either way. There was a couple quick bounces of the puck that, Bedford picked up on and maybe Central just didn't take advantage of. Amanda Ducharme, again, spectacular in net, making some big save and really, led this team to a victory today.
Absolutely. Well, I couldn't have said it better myself, but a really nice win. All the players really coming alive here in that 3rd period and skating it. That 2nd period ended. Yes, the Bulldogs were ahead, but they really separated early in that 3rd period with some team speed, some really good play. Teammates looking for players, looking for passes, and spreading that puck out. So another nice team win here by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you come up in the game, again, a 1-goal game, you come in 3-2, it can go either way. And Bedford came out early, jumped on it. Lauren Thomas scored the 4th and 5th goals for this team and really, again, separated. And from there, it just seemed to be a game where Bedford controlled the play, right? When you're up 3-2, you come to that period, both teams feel like they got the shot. As soon as you get that 4th goal and go up by 2, the other team kind of sits back a little bit and says, geez, it's a lot harder now to get 2. So I think you saw that a little bit with Central today when that 4th goal went in.
Well, we're lights are starting to come off here at Sullivan Arena, so we thank you everybody for joining us. A nice Lady Bulldog victory here, 5-2 win, 3-0 on the season. They look really sharp, so we appreciate it. Thank you again. My name is Steve Tempesta. This is Jason Bergeron. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Have a good night.